Smeller,
Mark Nash,
Michael Gross,
Michael Gross, the boss.
my nigga, my brother.
Let's get this done, Mike.
We all love sports, right?
Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. Yo. What up, ladies and gents? What up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501. And that 317, y'all know how I get down, baby. Little Rock, she back, he back, we back, they back, you back, and we in the building, yes sir. How y'all doing, man? Smash that thumbs up button on your way in. Going out, let's see who got in the chat. Brandon Corey, William, what's good, my guy? Lake County, what's good? GQ Drew, what the business is, man? How y'all niggas doing, man? Happy Sunday to my guys out there, man. How y'all doing out there, man? Y'all enjoy the boxing that we had last night? Were y'all impressed by Alicia Baumgarten becoming the undisputed champion at 140? Were y'all impressed by Amanda Serrano also becoming undisputed champion? Oh, the ladies were in full effect last night, baby. The ladies were in full effect last night. We had Amanda Serrano getting the big victory, and also we had Alicia Baumgartner, Shadasia Green getting the big win over Sedarus. It was a very nice night of boxing. I mean, it wasn't overly exciting for me because a lot of the fights on the cards I wasn't really looking forward to. I was mainly looking forward towards like Amanda Serrano. I was looking forward towards Alicia Baumgartner, but I wasn't really looking. I mean, and I was looking forward towards that Shadasia Green fight too. So I was liking how everything was setting up last night, and I'm glad both women, you know what I'm saying, experienced that level of that level of being undisputed, because that's something nobody can ever take away from you. But like my man just said, man, she was looking like she was maybe, I don't know, maybe she was getting a little tired. Was she getting a little tired? I mean, that's a possibility. It's always a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Alicia is a very muscular lady. Matter of fact, before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and go out to the audio and let Alicia tell you how she did what she did last night. Let me go out to my StreamYard. Let's go to Alicia Bumgardner. Right there. Let's get it.
At 130 pounds, you could see you close your eyes when they made that announcement. What was going through your mind?
Yes, I just first want to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for getting me here. Yes, the process has been great. I worked my ass off to get here. I showed discipline, grit, hard work. You know, I had to fight who I had to fight, and I got here, and I came out successful.
What did you think of your performance in this fight?
It was great. You know, I dug deep. Listen, I started my period today, so that should tell you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn, man, she ain't playing. Like, look. I went out there and gave me all I could get. She told me she started a period today. And you hear all the men get all, man, look, if any man got a woman and y'all, man, look, women have periods, period. I mean, no pun intended, but they have periods, man. You got to get over that shit as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes, hey, man, shut the hell up.
That should tell you that us women can do it all. So, yes, sir.
Take me through that third round of the fight. You picked up 2 knockdowns. What were you seeing from Mekhaled in that third?
Man, I've seen, again, a tough fighter. We knew she was a tough fighter, and I had her hurt plenty of times. But one thing about her, she got heart, and I salute her for that. She kept coming like a champion should.
Yeah, did that third round take something out of you? Because it felt like it took you a couple of rounds to kind of get your win back.
Yeah, you know, when you hit hard, you know, you throwing bombs in there, you get a little, you know, you got to get that back. But again, you know, I listened to my corner. I used my jab.
That's the only thing, right? That's the only thing, right? That's the only thing. I just wish she would not throw so many bombs in there. That's the only thing with Alicia Bumgardner. If she don't throw them bombs and she just relies on her natural given talent, she got the power. The power gonna beat her regardless. The power gonna beat her regardless. So for her to like overdo it at some points, I think that maybe could cost her down the line if she doesn't correct that here soon. If she doesn't correct that here soon. All right, back to the audio.
Jab, I let that be the dictator of the round, and again, I just use my jab and punch off that.
You now have all the belts at 130. You said you're going to be open-minded about your future. What are you thinking about your future right now?
Right now, we want the big fights. We want the mega fights. This fight showed me that, you know, there's levels to this, and I want to continue to climb hard. We want Katie Taylor. We want those mega fights. We want those big fights. I want that challenge. I want to challenge myself. That's the only way I'm going to know where I am and how I can be better, and I want that.
Katie Taylor, sir.
Damn, she want them big fights. She want Katie Taylor. Does she want Amanda Serrano too? I would love to hear her say that name too. Let's get this American woman shit popping. I know Katie is the Katie is the one that we all look towards. Hold on, let me see that damn gargle real quick or some shit. Hold on. I know Katie is the one that we look towards as the big money fight for the women, but I wouldn't mind seeing her. I mean, if she wants Katie, then I wouldn't mind seeing her getting in there with Amanda Serrano either.
Taylor certainly could be available for you at some point this year. Michaela Mayer sitting ringside watching this fight. That might be the best business fight for you in boxing. How do you feel about a rematch?
Listen, Michaela came here for a reason. I hope she learned something to know that I'm coming for that ass.
It was a competitive decision.
Hey, I like their little rivalry they got going on. I love their little rivalry that Michaela Mayer and Alicia Bumgardner going on. Cause look, give me 1 second, y'all. I just want to show y'all how Michaela is looking in the arena. Like she is smiling. She is ready for it. Like, hey, I like this little rivalry they got going on. And I don't want to disrespect them by saying a little rivalry. But I do respect the rivalry that these women have carved out for themselves, guys. Look, we all know one thing in boxing, right? The more bitter, the more resentment, the more animosity you have towards one another, the bigger the fight normally is, because us fans buy into that. So I love seeing them have that little rivalry that they have. Micaiah just sitting back looking with a little pink jacket on, smiling and shit. I like it. I like it, man. That's good for the sport. It's great for the sport, actually.
Decision the first time, what in your mind would happen in a rematch?
Man, listen, I'm knocking her the fuck out. Look at her.
Congratulations, Alicia. Tremendous performance.
Thank you.
Guys?
I love that shit, man. I love that shit right there. I love that shit right there, man. Big ups to Alicia Baumgardner for becoming undisputed champion of the world at 130, man. Big achievement for her. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, she get the big fight she wants. I would love to see Micaiah Mayer again. I would love to see her in there against Katie Taylor. I would love to see her in there against Amanda Serrano. Whoever y'all want to bring out. Right now, man, Alicia Baumgardner is hot. She's hot. So let's see what we can have next up. Now let's get to the main event last night, man. The main event, Amanda Serrano. Big time. I mean, this woman just keeps on making her legacy, man. Multiple division champion, and now she become undisputed champion. So let's see what Amanda Serrano has to say about her victory last night.
Congratulations. 4 years ago, you set out on this journey to become the undisputed champion at 126. When they announced your name, you could see the emotion on your face. What were you thinking?
Puerto Rico, ganamos, puñeta! This was a long journey, and I really want to thank my trainer, Jordan Maldonado. You know, if it wasn't for him pushing me, I wouldn't be here right now. The whole team, Nikki, Sammy, Pete, Jake Paul, of course, my sister, Cindy, I love you, and the whole team who make this journey possible. Eddie Hearn, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Matchroom, DAZN.
Man, big ups to Amanda Serrano, man, getting that undisputed, man. But let's get to something that we all want to hear about. Something that we all want to like stay in, like, you know what I'm saying, cadence for. We want to hear, like, are we getting the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor? Are we getting that fight?
Boxing, Eddie, I'm going to make my conversation with you very quick because these women are holding a lot of hardware in their hands right now. Is this fight signed, sealed, delivered, done for May 20th?
This fight, this rematch after one of the best fights we've ever seen on April the 30th in the Garden last year, the rematch between Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano is on. May the 20th in Ireland. I can't believe we're saying Katie Taylor will make her debut in Ireland, but on May the 20th, Katie came all the way here to New York last year to fight, and now Amanda.
And you got to give credit to Amanda Serrano. And the reason I say that, because she is going to Ireland, Dublin, Katie Taylor hometown. Now, I give Katie Taylor credit too. She came to Amanda's hometown of New York last year and did her thing. Now, Amanda is returning the favor. She is going down to Dublin, to Katie Taylor backyard, to Katie Taylor homecoming fight. First fight that she's had in Ireland. You know the fans are going to be insane. So for Amanda Serrano to go down there, that just shows you either she believes that she can get the job done, or they made her an offer she can't refuse.
Now Amanda is true to her word. She will come to Ireland on May the 20th for the biggest fight of the year, the epic rematch. These two, for the first time in a four-belt era, two reigning undisputed champions will face off against each other.
All right, Katie, I want to ask you, you both are all smiles as we stand here facing off. What were you thinking watching Amanda Serrano just go to war with Erica Cruz?
I thought it was a great performance, and I obviously was cheering her on because we wanted this fight, undisputed champion versus undisputed champion. The last fight was an epic fight, and I think the next one's going to be exactly the same.
It is one of the craziest facts in all of boxing that you, Katie Taylor, have never fought as a professional in your home country of Ireland. What does it mean to you to go back to Ireland, not just in fight, but fight in the biggest fight for women's boxing?
This is more than a dream come true. My debut in Ireland against the Amanda Serrano, the real deal Amanda Serrano. This is incredible, and as I said, the last fight was epic, and I expect nothing else for the next one.
You won the last fight, a competitive fight on the scorecards. Why was it important to you to do this rematch?
Well, this is still the biggest fight in women's boxing, and I only want the biggest fights, and yeah, this is exactly what I want.
All right, Amanda, we'll turn to you here. You hear a lot of your fans.
Now, let me ask y'all this question, man. Can Amanda get it done? Can Amanda get it done down in Dublin? I mean, that's gonna be a hell of a fight. That's gonna be a hell of a fight down there, man. A lot of fanfare, a lot of people going against you. Can Amanda Serrano really go down to Dublin and get it done against Katie Taylor? We've seen Katie get it done in New York. Now it's Amanda's turn. Can Amanda somehow, some way go to Ireland and get it done? Smart money. What's going on, big dog? I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's going to be a very, very tough task for Amanda Serrano to go down to Dublin to get a victory against Katie Taylor in our hometown, making her hometown debut. That is going to be a very, very tough task. But if anybody in women's boxing can do it, if anybody has the skill, has the power to do it, it's Serrano. We've seen Serrano have Katie Taylor hurt on multiple occasions in the last fight. We've seen that. We've seen Katie battle back from being hurt. So this right here is not going to be one of those fights that won't live up to the hype. I believe this fight on May 20th will go down as one of the marquee fights in all of women's boxing in history. That's just my opinion.
Your fans in this building tonight. I don't think there'll be quite as many on May 20th when you go to Ireland. Why were you so willing to sign up and go to Katie's home turf?
You know, Katie is a true champion, and she came here to New York, and she fulfilled both our dreams to fight each other. Now she deserves to fight in Ireland, and it's going to be a bigger and better fight over there.
It was an ultra competitive fight the first time around. How much did that loss bother you in the aftermath?
You know what? It didn't bother me too much. I mean, of course, you want to win, but I've learned a lot, and now I know what I need to do.
What kind of changes? I mean, you said you made some changes to your training, adding some sparring, doing some other things. Do you feel like you've done enough to win the second time?
I've done enough, and I will do more.
You'll do more. Do you think you can convince some of this pro-Puerto Rican crowd to make the trip to Ireland?
I think I might have some. I might have some take the trip. Right, guys?
Congratulations, Amanda. Looking forward to May 20th, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, part 2.
Yes, sir. I just let y'all know that ain't no cheap trip right there, y'all. Hell no. That ain't no cheap trip, baby. That ain't no cheap trip, boy. If you going from goddamn New York to goddamn Dublin, boy, you got a little money on it. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bread on you. You did. But I can't wait, man. May 20th is going down. One of the biggest fights of the year. Big fight for ladies boxing. So I'm glad to see them get it on. Now, let's go ahead and get to where y'all are here, man. Let's go ahead and get to where y'all are here. Now, Friday night, we had a fight between Liam Wilson. I believe his name is Liam Wilson. And Navarrete, damn good fight, man. Liam Wilson scored a knockdown, had him hurt. Navarrete came back and really just did what he always does. He's a slugger. He's a fucking slugger. And by being a slugger, he went out there and stayed true to who he is. Got knocked down, got back up, and honestly gave it all he could and end up stopping Wilson in that fight. Also, Ara Barboza had a big victory on that card as well. He beat Pedraza in a decision. So I want to see Barboza and Teofimo Lopez next. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But on the post-fight State of Boxing show, Andre Ward had a lot of stuff to say. I'm going to just play it. I want y'all to hear it, and I want y'all to be the judge, all right? So Andre Ward was on the State of Boxing, and he had a lot of things to say about double standards. So let's go out to Andre Ward and let's see what he had to say.
Came out of his mouth that he didn't get paid. He didn't get paid. But anyways, he probably got paid by now. But at the end of the day, what happened? What happened? Tell me, Mark. Tell me, Mark.
I think we're getting off script right now. I think we're getting off script.
But what I'm telling you is that
we are
working with his promoters and working with either Top Rank or another promoter. I think it's a bit difficult.
I think that's
really do.
Excuse. I don't think that's the reason.
Oh, okay.
Well,
then elaborate, sir.
We're going in March 25th. We're going to see Ramirez Comey when everybody wanted to see Prograis Ramirez for the belt, and he decided to get married. I get it.
This is simple.
So right now, what they're talking about is Jose Ramirez. Excuse me, that's a good week. Talking about Jose Ramirez and excuse me, how he ducked Regis Prograis. Make no mistake about it. I don't give a damn if you get married, if whatever going on outside, I get it. You got to have a good work and life balance. But these world title shots don't come around every day. And Jose Ramirez, for better or for worse, did not want to go through with a fight against Regis Prograis. Well, you know it, I know it, we know the headlines, we know what happened. Here's what Andre Ward had to say about that decision not to go into a fight with Regis Prograis.
Simple math. This is simple math. Regis Prograis, you sign to fight him, you know what time it is. It's going to be a long night if you stand up to what he brings to the table, or it can be a short night.
Facts.
As courageous as fighters are, we want to be champions. It's certain dudes that you think twice before you sign the contract. Those are the guys you say, how much am I getting paid? See if you can get them up a little bit. Wait, what's the date? Maybe I need a little bit more time. It's not that Regis is unbeatable, but win or lose, he's going to bring everything that he has. And fighters.
And that is a fact. But now, one thing about Regis Prograis, he's not this big time boxing celebrity, boxing star that has a lot of fanfare. But what he is a damn tough fighter. What he is somebody that brings his hard hat and his lunch pail every time he steps in that fucking ring. He comes in and he knows what he is. He knows that he has power in both hands. He knows that he may be giving up the reach advantage in certain fights, but he comes in and he gives it all that he got. And you know for a fact, if you're fighting Regis Prograis, you're not fighting somebody who's coming to lay down. That's one thing Regis ain't never done and probably would never do is lay down. Ask Josh Taylor. Ask Jose the Potter. Ask them dude. Fuck it. Ask Jose Ramirez. Somebody who didn't want to smoke. We know what type of fighter Regis is. So for us and for people not to hold Ramirez to that upper echelon, he been a champion. You gotta hold his feet to the fire. Ask why. Why? Is there something about Regis that you're not confident about right now? That you need more time? Do you need a tune-up fight in between before you fight Regis? You fighting Comey for no belt? I'm upset that more people ain't talking about that, bro. Like, it's crazy to me that you can get off a title shot for a belt that you originally had and not take it.
Fighters aren't always jumping for that opportunity to fight.
On social media, Catterall said, look, after the fight fell through with Taylor again, that rematch due to plantar fasciitis from Josh Taylor, he got on social media, says, I'll fight Regis Prograis. And I like that.
I saw that.
Because he doesn't know if he's going to get a shot at Josh Taylor again. But let's get to Mark, because you got a lot of news to get us through this evening before we say goodbye.
Heavyweight unification fight news.
Blah blah.
Ramadan
Blah,
gets
blah,
what he won. You
blah,
chosen.
blah.
As for the
Let's talk about who you get
that's
here.
fight,
Now, here
Callum
we
Smith.
go. Here we
And
go.
second is who airs it? Who's going to DAZN or ESPN? Listen, all that's and Canelo wants a rematch with.
Now here we go. Here we go. Now let's get into that bread and butter while y'all all here. Canelo Alvarez. So Andre Ward brought up the double standard in the sport of boxing. Andre Ward brought up how sometimes or a lot of the time he feels like that Canelo gets a pass for certain things. And I'm going to just let Andre Ward explain it to y'all, and we're going to break it down bit by bit to see, and I'm going to give you my interpretation of what I thought he meant when he's talking about Canelo Alvarez.
Match with Bivol at 168, which is perfectly fine with Bivol because he has something there that he wouldn't get at 175, which is 4 belts.
But you know the hypocrisy of that, because going down to
168. Going down to 168. I know Bivol's told everybody that he's willing to go down to 168 and fight Canelo, but that ain't. No, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let Andre Ward, know what I'm saying, bring it in, and then I'm gonna talk about it.
The 168 for undisputed, the WBC would find a way of sanctioning that fight, even though Bivol is still Russian. The same reason they give for not wanting to sanction that fight against Artur Beterbiev, who is Canadian.
And hold on, for y'all who don't know, so the WBC has came out. The WBC came out and said that they, and it's crazy to me, right? This shit, that like boxing sometimes makes 0 sense at all. I mean, it makes no sense at all. So, let me see, boxing scene. So, WBC president Mauricio Suleiman shuts down Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Now, he says at our last convention, we were very clear about our position in relation to fighters from Russia and Belarus. And that is the case with Bivol. So the WBC is coming out and saying they won't sanction the fight because Bivol is from Russia. Ain't Beterbiev Russian too? I know he live in Canada, but nigga, ain't he Russian? Bivol he live in California now. Like the WBC has came out and said that they won't sanction that fight. But I can almost guarantee you, if Canelo wants to fight Bivol, they gonna sanction that motherfucker. Oh, they gonna sanction the fight for Canelo. If Canelo wants Bivol at 168, the WBC will have no issue with putting that fight on. But for Beterbiev, they can't do it. For Beterbiev, they can't do it. PGH, big dog, what's going on, big dog? But they won't do it for Beterbiev and Bivol. But I guarantee I can put, I don't know how much money I don't know if that I would put all the money in my bank account right now to say that they will sanction Bivol and Canelo. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know damn well I'm not telling no fear.
Canadian by passport, he lives there, but he's Russian born.
Right, and I always see Bivol in California.
Yeah,
so,
but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that Mauricio Suleiman came out and said we need to have better be a fight WBC mandatory because we decided to sanction any Russian fighter, but in a negative way. And now they will not sanction unless there's an exemption that undisputed world title.
But they'll sanction it for Canelo.
But
right?
that's what I just said.
Yeah, right.
That,
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I started with. And so that, it's either all in or all out. But just give me a comment on wherever you want to go on the news that Kriegel just gave us.
I'm gonna just start with the Canelo thing. It's funny because, when you speak truth a lot of times about Canelo.
Here we go. Now look, if we got some Canelo fans in here right now, y'all might want to exit stage left. Because Andre Ward gets real about Canelo Alvarez. He gets 100% factual about Canelo Alvarez. So if you're not here to hear the truth about Canelo, then you might want to leave. You might want to exit stage left.
His fans come out and they want to call you a hater and this, that, and the other. And, that's cool, but you got to look at the facts, right? And how can you lose a belt at 175, right? And then you get credit for taking the risk. Okay. But then in the return fight, you're trying to skew the playing field to favor you just enough where it increases your chances to win. You should.
How can you lose a belt? Now, don't forget, Canelo was the WBO 175-pound champion because he beat Kovalev. How can you lose a belt? Your belt, the one that you gave blood for, the one that you did training for, the one that you sweated hours for. How can you lose your belt and not want to get it back? How can you be okay with knowing the man who beat you has your 175-pound title from the WBO? But you know what? I'd rather fight him at 168. How is that even possible? That makes no sense to me. You lost at 175. Go try to get that win back at 175. No, Mike, he dared to be great. He ain't got to do that. He already tried that. He dared to be great. Now we give motherfuckers credit for daring to be great. I ain't give Mikey no fucking credit. I ain't give goddamn me Guillermo Rigondeaux no credit. I ain't giving Canelo no credit. Damn daring to be great. You gotta win to be great. Fuck all this daring to be great shit. I get so sick and tired of hearing that fucking phrase. You got to win to be great, period. All these fucking participation trophies, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all these goddamn little trinkets. Oh, he dared to be great. We give him cool. No. At the end of the day, greatness means you win. Greatness means you win. Is Derek Chisora great? He done lost to some of the best names out there. Fury, Klitschko, Dylan White. He done lost to some of the best names. Do we consider Derek Chisora great? Because he tried his best to win? No, he's a good fighter. Nah, he a good fighter. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. Everybody always want to be, I'm daring to be great. I'm daring to be great. I'm daring. I don't want to hear nothing about daring to be great. Nigga, win. Get you a motherfucking W, and then we can talk about how great you are.
Shouldn't want it at no other place but 175. Listen, hold on. You lost at 175. We get these high standards for everybody. Oh, he needs to show that he's a. No, if you lose at 75, you need to go get that back at 75. I think that would be.
No, what if I was like, man, Man, Fury, nigga, I know we fought at heavyweight, but I want to fight at Bridgerweight. I want to fight you at Bridgerweight now. What? Niggas would laugh at Wilder. Niggas would motherfucking laugh at Deontay Wilder if he even brought that up. We would ridicule Wilder if he try to fight anybody at Bridgerweight. Oh, why he fighting at Bridgerweight? He's not a real heavyweight. Keep the same energy, man. Keep the same energy for everybody around the board. Keep the same energy, man.
It'll be a huge mistake for Dimitri Bivol to lose that kind of weight. So last time he even won 168. Probably been a kid.
Real quick.
Maybe he's acknowledging that he bit off more than he could chew.
Man,
no, you know what it is?
We're not going
to He didn't call out better BF at 75.
We're not going to give other fighters, and I can give you a list right now. We wouldn't give certain fighters that same soft place to land. You can't do that.
I'm just going to say this, not as a Canelo apologist, but before the fight was made at 175 pounds, it was Dimitri Bivol who said, I will go down to 168 to fight you because that's ultimately what he thought needed to be made for the fight. And I'm with you 100%, and so are most Mexican fighters.
I'm going to let Tim put it.
Man, nigga laid his card down. Nigga, but when, man, you know what? I'm not even going to do it. Andre Ward going to do it for me.
Promoter hat on in just 2 seconds.
Is there one that fits?
Listen, it's not about what Bivol's willing to do. You tip your hat to him for saying, I'll go to 68, 75. What I'm saying is Canelo.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
You shouldn't want it no other way.
I agree 100%.
And what I've said his whole career, man, this is the guy that has a lot of skill and ability, but you won't know how great he is because when it's time to take big risks, there's always an advantage. There's always a way because of his star power where you can pick and choose, decide how, when, where. That's cool to a point. But when you talk about legacy, man, you got to get it the same way you went after. You should. It's not about Bivol agreeing or not agreeing. It's about what do you agree to, Canelo? Do you want it at 65 or 78? Let Tim do your thing.
You'd be a little unfair.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We'd have been at the same desk.
Look, he took a risk.
Listen, we'd have been at the same desk going in on guys that we probably shouldn't have been going in at sometime. We don't keep the same standard with everybody. If a guy,
he went up to 75, he took a risk. He go up to 75, he got beat.
Hey, I ain't never seen my dog this head.
No, listen.
He passionate tonight.
It's
Canelo now. He passionate.
No. I keep it. That's cool. Get the laugh out the way.
Go ahead, baby.
I keep the same.
Andre Ward, like, hey, it's cool. Go ahead and get the laugh out the way. Now, when y'all finish laughing, I got some more real shit to speak on.
I'm not afraid to speak truth to power, bro. I'm not. I'm the same guy that's at the same desk saying, hold on, I think we're going too far with this one or that one. Listen, we've been at this desk going in on certain guys because it was popular or convenient, or maybe that's what everybody was saying, so it made sense. This may not be the popular opinion, but I feel it's the right decision. The same energy we keep for the Terrence Crawfords and everybody else down the line, the Errol Spencers about make the fight or else, oh, you're running. Those are respected champions. Them dudes going in the Hall of Fame. We got to keep the same energy for the same guy that we say is the biggest name in the sport. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. So you keep that same energy, Tim Bradley.
He doesn't have any energy left.
Hey,
bro.
I like it. Hey, man, give me one of them bars or something, man. My energy getting low. I love it. Hey, I love that.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
No, I love listening to you, man. I mean, you speaking facts. Yeah, okay, I got to agree with you. I definitely got to agree with you.
If we're going to call out something, we got to call them all out. That's all I'm saying.
And just the one thing is that a lot of people talking about Canelo asking for it at 168. Canelo has never asked for the fight at 68. I think he wants it at 75 because he's got something to prove against Dimitri Bivol, and it's everybody around it that's saying, why not do it this way? Because the people around him do not want the same thing to happen.
He's going to lose again.
Eddie Hearn's the mouthpiece.
Yeah, but who's he getting it from? It's not Canelo.
How you know?
Because I think it's the people around Canelo, but it's not Canelo. Eddie wants to protect Canelo.
We can't say that Canelo's the boss over here. But then when it's decision-making time, it's somebody else. We got to...
Facts, man. Facts. All that speculation and shit. We know who the boss is when it comes to these fights, bro. We know who the boss is when it comes to any kind of Canelo fight. Canelo is calling the shots, bro. Canelo is calling the shots. Point blank, period. He calls the shots. He is the guy that makes the final decision about his career, man. So when Andre Ward says like we can't call him the boss in one aspect and not call him the boss in all aspects, I get him. I get that shit, bro, because it makes no sense.
Got to keep the same energy. We got to let the fans know we're going to be consistent across the board, no matter what the name is, no matter who the fighter is. I don't think
we've been inconsistent. I really don't.
With this situation, we're very much so.
And you can tell Mark Krieg over there feeling like he taking it personal. Mark Krieg taking it personal, dog. Mark Krieg taking it personal, dog. He's like, I don't think we've been there, man. And wait till y'all, man. Mark taking it personal.
I just explained it.
But I don't understand why. I don't understand why that means that the rest of us are being inconsistent.
I'm not. I said we. It's a team.
No. I know. I understand you saying we in the larger sense. I just don't understand.
I'm saying in a literal sense.
All I'm gonna tell you.
I don't understand what's been inconsistent.
I just explained it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
He went up to 75. He took a risk. He got beat.
Look, all I'm gonna tell you is this: Canelo is the cash cow in boxing. And when you're the cash cow in boxing, you pretty much run the show. Mm-hmm. Whatever you want to put in the contract, whatever you intend to do, you can do that. We've seen it with Floyd. We've seen it with other guys. We're seeing it with Canelo. And I'm going to leave it at that.
But we didn't like it with Floyd, though.
Yeah.
They ain't like it when Floyd did it, though. Speak that shit, Andre. They ain't like it when Floyd did it, though. When Floyd brought Canelo down, when Canelo said we'll fight you at 153, and why he fighting? Why he didn't fight? No, he said it. He said it. Nah, but Floyd was all these names. I don't hear Canelo being called all these names. All hear Canelo being when Floyd had to pick Madonna's gloves. Everybody had something to say. Everybody had something. When Canelo put Rocky Fielding on a rehydration clause. When he put Daniel Jacobs on a rehydration clause. Nobody said nothing. When he put Kovalev on a rehydration clause. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said a motherfucking thing. But when Floyd did what he did, and everybody had something to say about it, it's not the same. It's not equal. It is what Andre Ward said it is. It's a double standard, man. And this double standard has been in boxing for a long time. If somebody likes you a lot, then you get to manipulate the playing field in your favor. If you got the big enough fan base, then you get to manipulate the playing field in your favor. Shit is wild, bro. This shit is wild, my dog. It's wild.
We called Floyd out around every turn, though. We didn't say he earned his spot to do that. We said, he's picking and choosing. We got to keep the same energy. Y'all.
And I agree with Dre in the sense that
same energy.
If Canelo does bring him down to 68, then there's going to be that asterisk on what happens on that fight. And it will be well-deserved, but we'll see. I think Canelo wants to earn it at 75 and get his revenge on Dimitri Bivol as it is. All right, guys, we're going to have a lot of chance to talk about things. The next time that we're together as an entire crew will be March 25th. From Fresno, California. It'll be Jose Ramirez who passed.
All right, so I mean, in totality, man, what I feel about I think he said everything that needed to be said. I think he pointed out all the ways that this shit is facts, bro. Like people just pointed out all the. People just like Canelo, man. And that's simple and plain. People just love Canelo. And they gon' be with them and root for them until they can't do it no more. All right, man. Let's get out to a fight hype exclusive. Tony Harrison. He is the trainer of Alicia Baumgardner. So fight hype caught up with him last night, and he had some things to say that I thought was very interesting about going over to Australia to fight Tim DAZN and just sending Jamel Charlo a real deal message, man. But here's what he had at first to say about Tim DAZN. Tim DAZN.
I thought, like I said, for me, the most gratifying part was seeing him get off the mat and win every round after that. So I just for me, I patted him on the back, without patting him on the back physically. I patted him on the back because that's what true champions and true fighters do, man. And he showed me that he's a true fighter and a true champion.
Was there anything in this performance, in which you picked up on that you probably use?
I mean, everybody got flaws. I think you can see flaws in everybody's game. There's no fighter you can see and don't see a flaw in their game. You know what I mean? So the thing is exploiting it. You know what I mean? Like I got flaws, he got flaws, everybody got flaws. The thing is exploiting it. You know what I mean? If I'm able to exploit it in my mind, like on paper, like I am in my mind, I'm gonna be victorious.
And one last question: if you beat Sue to become the new interim WBO champion, is the third fight against Charlo? Are you chasing that fight?
Now, y'all, that was the stupidest question somebody could ever ask.
Nigga, that is the stupidest question somebody could ever ask. We know what Tony wants. We know that Tony only took this fight with Tim DAZN because he had to, in order to get the fight with Jamel Charlo. We know what Tony Harrison's long goal is. So is going down to Australia, is it really worth it for Tony? You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. Tony Harrison wants to, the man feels like in his heart of heart, he knows that he's a better fighter than Jamel Charlo. And I just feel like the level of dedication and the level of dog needed for Tony, I think going down to Australia, getting it out the mud is the best route for him. You gotta get goddamn your arms up. You can't go into a Jamel Charlo fight off an injury. You can't go into a fight somebody that ain't on your level. You got to go into that fight being ready for the pick. And I think if he beat Tim DAZN, if he goes down to Australia and beat Tim DAZN, that gets him ready. Not saying that's going to push him over the top, but that at least gets him ready to go into a big-time fight with Jamel Charlo, the trilogy, which the third fight should be on pay-per-view. The third fight, the press conference, the face-off, the sit-down when they doing the little behind whatever shit called, that shit is worth the price of admission. These dudes don't like each other. They don't like each other.
Everybody knows damn well that's the fight I'm chasing.
Let me ask you this then, because I know when I saw in another interview, you was just like, I get that Charlo fight, if I can lift all those belts, I can just hang my jersey in the rafters, man. So are you kind of insinuating, not putting words in your mouth, insinuating like, hey, I become undisputed, I'm good, I'm done?
To be honest, man, that's the goal, man. That's the goal. Like I'm right now, I still got all my senses. I'm still able to talk to my kids and think rationally. There's really only one punch. You never know. One punch can change everything, man. And for me to get undisputed and start this journey and become what AB just became, and I don't think it's nothing else for me to do.
Do you kind of look
I love it.
Back at that fight sometimes and say, damn, how did he catch me with that
man,
shot?
listen to me, man. I listen to me. That's a nightmare I gotta live with. You know what I mean? So for me, that's the only reason.
And I've actually talked to Tony on air about that, about the last fight with Charlo, about getting knocked out, about maybe having a little capitalizing. Tony is going to have to live with him getting knocked out by Jamel Charlo. He's going to have to live with that. I've been undisputed champion going against Castano. So I get it. I get it.
The only reason I'm chasing that fight is because until I get that fight, that's a nightmare I'm gonna have to live with because I'm beating myself up.
Low key, do you kind of feel like you should be getting a few votes for like trainer of the year, man?
You know, so my right here was so big, and I have all that.
I have 154, not including yourself.
54?
Yeah, not including yourself. 54, yeah.
I think Earl can go to any weight, man, and be. You know what I mean? I think the talent level that he got and the trainers that he got. Over.
Like
Yeah, I mean, it's over. My thing is, I think that's the hardest thing to take the body up to a weight. You know what I mean? I just think I give him the edge, not in a fight with him too, but I just think that's a Pacquiao Mayweather fight that we've been waiting on. I mean, business. Everything is about business. I don't want to fight him. You know what I mean?
Seeing on your social media, following your social media a lot, and you were saying that actually you put up like a little hype video of you and Charlo a little bit. You was just like you'll be really upset if you don't want to die not knowing who's better between you two. Yeah, you guys have a rivalry, but I mean, obviously there's a respect thing as well, but do you kind of feel like he needs you, you need him? It's a great rivalry so far, man.
But
press conference was crazy.
You know what? I think I don't think he need me. You know what I mean? Like
and that's real. You're like, bro, you know what? I don't think Charlo needs me. He's already undisputed. He's already beat me. He's already done what he does. So I like the fact that he can be that open and honest about it.
He did. Like I said, what AB did. I think he mastered the division. You know what I mean? No matter how he did it, he mastered the division. So I don't think he need me. But I think for just grabbing your nuts and being the man, I just think if you stand up, why you pissed? You know what I mean? Like it's just like my mind is just like how we don't like each other. You know, he dislike me, I dislike you. It's 1-1. You know what I mean? So I
stand up while you pissed, my nigga. Are you willing to? I mean, damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. If that fight ever does come to fruition, we get Tony Harrison and Charlo 3, man, that's gonna be a fucking great fight, bro. That's gonna be a great fight. So much animosity. The build-up gonna be excellent. Oh my goodness, bro. Can you guys imagine another press conference with them two dudes? Jesus Christ. I know the last press conference that they did, they fucked up, bro. They ain't even stream that shit. Bro. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it for the show, y'all. I mean, we talked about, we touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. Big ups to the sport of boxing, man. Women on the weekend. They did what they did, and they came out, and now we got some big fights to look forward to from the women's side of things. So big ups to everybody who fought last night, everybody who fought on Friday. Yeah, man, until next time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how to get down, and y'all know what about. What I always say, man, every superhero need his theme music. You know I got mine.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers while they can still smell them. Mark Nash.